Okay, we have a game into Fang, who has been really bad to play into for the last few games. To the point where I want to add more D-reacts to the deck, if I'm being honest. I think these gravekeepings are gonna come out for that. Because I just really struggled with his nonsense. I'm gonna try a slightly different tack this time, just to put the extra healing potion in. To give me slightly more to do in terms of denying and stuff. This is good. This is, high damage start. And that's honestly the biggest thing I think into Fang. Being able to just land big starting damage. And we've got a Mind Warp. Yeah, that's basically perfect. One block, because we're going to want to use the Surgeon for racing, really, because it's going to generate 4 rather than 3. I mean, it really depends what he even does here, because like he'll do something I want to block, but I don't know what it's going to be. Again, this is why D-reacts are so important. I might not be blocking at all this turn by the looks of it. Should be interesting. Yeah, okay. I would love to keep this, but unfortunately the only way to do so would be to crack Plume. Really need another mana outlet in this deck. Given what we've got, I think we do the Rampant for the sake of it rather than keep it, because got nothing better. Yeah. Oh, and another tree. We can work with another tree. Does require no blocking, but I think it's worth it. I think I can just race him really hard, if I'm honest. Very unlikely to get the destructive off actually on this next turn, depending on what we play. He's got a small hand though, so he might not use his arsenal up. I think what we're thinking here is if he doesn't use the arsenal, we'll throw the flare at him. If he does use the arsenal, we'll throw the ether tide at him. Lovely. He's shown me life gain now, so he's on a 4-card hand offensively. Kind of makes me want to just flare him. Because then I've definitely got an attack to use next turn with the tree. Yeah. Because this is very comparable damage to each other, it's just it's taking the card, and the card is good. Yeah, I think I made the right choice. It's hard to know, because I might just draw something terrible. You know, there's very little way to know. But we've got a Fruit Rampant combo there as well, which is going to be good. It's basically needs my whole hand again, I think. I might pick up the other rampant because it's going to be a lot of damage. I am just racing him if you haven't guessed. I mean, Fang does a lot of damage. He's out racing me and I've had some pretty hot turn. You know, this strat is an interesting strat on my part in terms of have I even blocked? I don't think I've blocked. Maybe one block. Somebody asked me the other day to tell them what I'm doing more, so I've played the Fruits of Forest, I've done Rampants, and I've overlapped the life gain by resolving that first, and you'll see I'm going to resolve 2 Rampants in a row here. This makes this Rampant do 1 more point of amp, because it saw an extra point of healing. And then we are throwing everything into this Surgeon, which is going to get an amp for 11, so it's going to be 12, and a Destructivity for Tide will kill him. Doesn't really matter what the Destructive for Tide was as long as it did damage. Yeah, so you can race Fang sometimes. You need to be high rolling on channels, I think, but yeah, blocking Fang's not great is something I would say. I really struggle with the needing to block Fang part. Just because there's so much of this attack react stuff and you do not have that many directs. I am going to revise the list I'm playing, I think, and I'm going to try 4 more red 4-block D-react cards, see if that makes anything a little better. Very unsure if it will, but you know, we'll find out. I'll see you in the next one.